Welcome back, everyone. Starwing 7. And today I want to take a quick look at the different business combos that are currently available in the game. So these got released on the 5th. It's been a couple days since the release of these business combos, which is sort of the final part of the Season 3 updates that they had planned. Now, business combos are something that have been a part of the roadmap within the playbook for as long as I've seen it. They were always a part of the game that was coming, but it took them a little bit longer than I thought it would. And it's interesting though that they chose to choose diamonds, whereas I was hoping we'd see diamond and gold boosted, but it makes sense with the diamonds because that's something that's going to help you manage a more diverse city, right? Whereas a lot of the top players, the meta was to just use Dens, Leo, and Co's, and basically just a bunch of cool cats. Try to keep it very streamlined and diamond efficient. Whereas carrying something like one of these LL Sports, it cost a lot more diamonds, and you're not really getting as much gold production out of it as you could with like a higher quality Leo and Co. Right? So what I want to do today is we can take a quick look here at the parameters in the book. So the playbook has been updated with the business combos parameters. You can see all the different names, right? So they have a common and common. That's your Cool Cat Lounge and your Flavor Town Diner. This gives you the night out combo. And then there's the fitness combo. That's the Barbary Gym and the LL Sports. So there's three for each of the uncommons paired up with something else, right? So the Cyber Bazaar is paired with the Panthera Power Station. That's your Tech Surge combo. And then the Indie Vibes combo is your Cool Cat with your Pride Records. All these provide a boost in diamonds. So the higher the rarity for the business combo for your rarity mix, the better the diamond production is going to be. We'll finish reading through. So you got the lifestyle combo. This is your uncommon and rare, and then another uncommon and rare being Cyber Bazaar and Felice Cineplex. So lifestyle, and it's kind of cool. The LL Sports is getting two. I do have two LL Sports, so it's kind of nice that I was able to take advantage and set up some of my Leo and Co's on one of them. Actually, you'll see I do have it set up on both, but we can get more into my setup in a moment here. Then we've also got the digital weekend, right? That's your Felice Cyber Bazaar. Then the Prestige Drive, Museo de Leon, and the main motors. So this is an epic and epic. And then we've got a legendary rare and a legendary epic. So your legendary rare is your Lion's Den Resort with the Leisureopolis Arcade. That is your ultimate getaway. And then there's the financial power. So this is the Apex Tower and the Collegiate Bank. So this is the top end one. You can get 40,000 diamonds extra per hour. But I think the easiest one here is going to be the Leisureopolis. So if you got a couple of these and a lot of Lion's Dens, you can set it up and really get a lot of extra diamonds. Now, one thing to take note of is to get the maximum benefit, you do need to have each business within that combo at or above Prestige 10. So not really out of reach, right? It's pretty easy, especially because diamonds aren't that difficult to come by at this point, right? They're, before in season 1 and 2, they were much more of a luxury. Not very many people had an over 10 million per hour diamond production. Now, most people are probably sitting at about 15 to 20 without really having to purchase any NFTs, just by purchasing the arid plots available. And before the playbook and everything was updated, Queen Cindy, so she's a graphic designer and she's part of the Legion. So I'll put her post down below and make sure you guys go follow her. She's got some good stuff. But she created a really nice, graphic to make it a little bit more easy to visualize. So she took, each of the combos and put the images as well as putting the actual diamond rate that's coming from it. Now, one thing to know also, these are the base diamond rates. So you do have tools and attacks and everything that will boost these too. So, but yeah, this is a great little image if you want to try and save that and keep that for your own references. I will link it down below in the description. So, make sure you give her a follow and a like on this post, but really well done. It definitely helps, if you're a visual learner, put everything together. So let's flip over to my game. I will show you each of the combos that I've got. If we go and look here, this is my main LL Sports that I've got. It right now has both combos on it. So I do have the fitness combo as well as the lifestyle combo. And you can see my fitness combo is giving me a significant amount here. And it's really not that much lower than the lifestyle combo. So, if you're looking to do these types of combos, the fitness combo is really not that much further off. I guess technically it's 8,000 per hour, but to purchase a Leo and Co versus getting yourself a gym, working with them, it's a little cheaper to deal with the gyms. But that's what the fitness combo is with the gym there. And then when you click on these, you'll see lifestyle combo as well. So 39. Now, let me just grab one of these two so that we will go and take a look at my Molten Forge. This is where I've got my arcade. So I've got one set up here, right? So one hotel for the ultimate getaway. Can drop another resort on here just to be able to boost it a bit more to show you guys. Now it is stackable, right? So now I've got 2 active. So that increases your diamond production a little bit more as well. And we can see now both are active on the arcade. Now, one thing to note is they do not, getting disconnected here. They do not allow you to place them on the diagonal, right? So when you are placing your businesses, you need to make sure that it's in positions like this, because if you place it here, and as you'll see, it does not form the link, right? So it needs to be basically right side by side. It will not form on the diagonal. And I think that's maybe just to prevent us from putting way too many, right? Because if we were able to do that, we'd basically just surround this with a bunch of the resorts. As of right now, you can only get 8 on it. So we'll take a quick look. So this is the night out combo. I could, if I had a few more cool cats or whatever, you can place them all the way around. Make sure you can surround yourself or surround the diners with all your cool cats. That's probably the most efficient way to deal with it. All right, so we can drop another one here and you'll see it'll link up. All right, we will go to my Lucent Ascent. So here I've got the Pride record set up with a bunch of the cool cats. So you can see the cool cats are linking both with the diners, right? So the diners getting the night out combo, as well as when we click on the cool cat, we get the Indie Vibes combo from the Pride records, as well as the night out combo for having the diners. So one of the tactics is, you can increase your diamond production by trying to chain these. So if I did have another couple of diners here, I could link them up and they would connect with each of these ones to give me even more diamond production. Now, and it's not significant, right? It's only 15K per hour, but every little bit counts, right? Especially, there's 3 stacked up. So that's like 45K per hour. That's just extra bonuses. Let me grab this here so I can show you guys the next thing. Let's go back to the world map. And then we will take a look at the prestige drive. So again, got a few set up here, just linked to diners. You can see this link here is with the Museo, but my Museo is P0. So we're getting 0 per hour, right? You need to have some sort of prestige on the business to be able to get any of the benefits of it. So let me just take this so you can see. There we go. And then when you click on it, now we're getting the production, right? Because my prestige is above 10. So I get the full maximum benefit plus all of the extra bonuses, right? So if you check my bonuses here, I'm getting 51.41%. Diamond booster, that's because of the weekly quests and daily quests being completed, plus all of my account level and tool bonuses and stuff like that, which I don't think I have my tools on actually. So I need to put that all on. Always forget that when I do attacks, I always seem to forget to put my tools back on. There we go. So now I've got my tool bonuses there, also being about 6.79%. So that does give me a little bit extra. I'm not going to keep this one here, but I just wanted to bring it over just to give you guys that example, because now you can see it's also increased again once I put my tools on. Let me just remove that, and we will go check out the next business combo. So let's go to the Crimson Reaches. I've got two here. We've got the Felice with the Cineplex. Or sorry, the Felice Cineplex with the Cyber Bazaar. All right, so you can see here the digital weekend is 38.47 or 42, sorry, for myself, as well as the tech surge. So we've got that, which is linking up with the Panthera power station to give us another little bit of a bonus. And again, you can see I've got a few linked up, and this is a good example as well, right? So when you click on this, we're getting 0 because it's paired up with a P0. And you can see that here, right? The night out combo, it's paired up with a P0, but it's also paired up with a Prestige 1. So we get a 10% of that bonus, right? If we flip back over to here, right, you get 10% of the max for being Prestige 1. Whereas if it's Prestige 10 or higher, you get 100% of the max. So you can see that with my tools and everything equipped, right, it's that 50-ish percent, and it's supposed to be a 10K per hour. So we're getting 1.5K because I'm getting 10% of that. The max there for me at the level and tools and bonuses that I've got would be 15.3, which I can show you guys in one of the other cities, or you can look back in the video there to see exactly what each one is producing for myself. Now, the last one then that I'll show you here is going to be inside the Sapphire Sanctum. So I've got my Apex and I've got my bank. Right, so these are matching up to be able to give me that 40 plus the bonuses. So now this one, maybe you could also set up a, if I drop this down one, then I could put another one here and another one here for a bank. But to me, that doesn't really make the most sense. I'll just give you guys an example, but it can be fun, right? So this is where, linking up and trying to figure out which way to, I guess, best manage your city so that you're able to disperse all of these different businesses, right? So I could put one here, it links up, and then I could put one more. Now it's not going to do anything because these are all P0s, right? But you can see now I've got 3 financial powers active. Now if they were all at Prestige 10, I could be getting a significant amount more diamonds. Now I think the best one though, really, if you're looking to target diamonds, is going to be your resorts matched up with your arcade. The ultimate getaway, I think you can get upwards of like 400,000 diamonds bonus per arcade setup. So if you've got more than one arcade, I think you're pretty lucky. Myself, I've had to buy most of my legendaries, so or both of my legendaries actually, so I do not have anything like that, but it'd be really cool to see. I know there's a lot of theories out there right now, so maybe we'll get some video footage of some of these ones being applied. And I think other than that, that's all of the main business combos that you can see within the game. We've showed you the fitness center, right? The fitness combo one, as well as the lifestyle combo. Got that on both of my LL Sports. The indie vibe, right? I like to do the Pride Records in the Cool Cat Lounge, and then pair my Cool Cat Lounges with the Flavortown Diner to get the night out combo as well. I do have a Cyber Bazaar in Panthera, and then my Cyber Bazaar links up with my Felice Cineplex. And then we've got the Museo and the Main Motors, then the Leisureopolis and Lion's Den, and then the Apex and the Coach Bank. So that's really all I've got for you guys today. I think maybe one last little tip here that I read from somebody in the Discord. If you do get, I think it's part of my weekly here. Yes, place 5 furniture. So the nice thing about this is it doesn't require you to purchase the furniture, right? So if I go to my mansion, I should be able to place any 5 pieces of furniture that I've already purchased. And I guess maybe this is to encourage people to go and start decorating their city a bit more, or sorry, their mansion a bit more than, because right now, I mean, for myself, I have no reason to come into the mansion at all, right? There's literally no reason other than to place pieces of furniture that allow me to continue leveling up. Now they're making it so that, hey, it's like you've got these little achievements or whatever, these quest pieces for you to come in and do specific stuff. So, you know, you can come in and place some furniture to be able to unlock that quest. So I think that's kind of cool. It at least incentivizes you a bit more to get into your mansion, maybe do some decorating. It might not be your thing, but guess it's not going to let me place this piece of furniture. There we go. So let's do a couple more pieces, and then we should be able to go back, and I'll show you that then that has been completed. Here we go. So let's go back to the world map. Okay, so again, thank you Quiet Dying for calling this out. There we go. So placing the furniture, you do not need to purchase it. It just needs to be anything within the mansion. So very nice to know that. All right. So other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you're able to learn a little bit. I know there's a lot of different discussions around the best pairings for each of your regions when it comes to placing your businesses and the business combos. But yeah, I think ultimately just try to find a good balance between your diamond generation as well as the gold generation, right? That's the bigger balance now, is this gold generation that's requiring quite a bit of a song and dance here to really get which region you want to be your lowest. You can see here on mine, I'm trying to get the block nexus to be the lowest, and specifically because I've got a fair amount of businesses there. They do fairly well. Let me just come back over here. But I do have this set up so that when I do attack and I get a really good hit with the Savannah Bandit and the rest of my attacks, with this being my lowest region, it's also the only region I have obstacles in. I did purchase legendary or mythicals for all of the other regions, but I have not purchased the First Frontier mythical, so I do not own that. This is the legendary version. So this has been sort of my tactic right now. Try to use the legendary land that I have. That way I'm able to benefit from some of those other bonuses, right? Especially the Savannah Bandit one. Thought it would be a little closer. Let me just put prestige on. I need that. Oh, I left it on my other land. Never mind. I was going to place my resort back, but I'll have to go back and get that off of my Molten Forge. So, leave down in the comments below which I guess business combo you like the most, or at least are planning on using the most. And let me know what you guys think of this update. Personally, I think it's an interesting update. It's definitely got me on my toes trying to figure out how best to manage my city. As of right now, it seems extremely passive. I mean, for the most part, I just sort of set a booster and then let my lands basically start generating some gold. And then I go through and I sort of upgrade things. And then, I'll start with my block nexus and then go to the next land that's basically got the worst production and slowly level it up until it's the next prestige. And then ultimately I'm going to work on my Sapphire Sanctum, which is where I've got my Apex in my bank, and that'll be my last land that's going up to the next prestige. Because, you know, then I could put on a couple really good boosters, a couple gold boosters onto those two businesses once they're maxed out, and then they will generate hopefully enough gold for me to level up at least a decent amount, maybe to 300-400 ish on my main businesses in each region. And then I can continue to sort of, you know, play that game of like, okay, where's the weakest land, level it up. But ultimately I hope that what they do is start tallying up the worst three, right? So your worst three lands are going to be the gold that you're generating, opposed to just your worst land. But they are making changes, so we'll see what they come out with. Anyways, yeah, we'll hopefully be able to release another video coming up soon. I'm not too sure exactly what I'll be talking about, but as of right now, you know, things are still developing and I'm still getting my head wrapped around how best to manage my city. So as I come up with better ideas, I'll definitely be sharing them with you guys. So yeah, stay tuned, and yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.